All right, so welcome to the end of week 3, right? Before you know it, 1/4 of the semester will be gone. And actually, we get to the 1/4 point next week. How time flies when you're having fun, eh? You could be sitting in a lecture class, listening to somebody drone on about something. Anyway, okay, so your homework for Monday. Number 1, when you all go to your digital class, make sure you tell them we are in the final phases of design for the subtraction project. So we need all of the tools, including sun, earth, including how to do subtractions, both spatial, etc., for these boxes. Okay? So you guys all have one cube that is covered in paper. And what I asked you already to start doing in class is to translate and start the finalized, not the finalized, but your next iteration of the design for the 2 porches need to be shown onto your cube with the paper. Okay? You guys should start to think about, or no, for Monday, you will, on your paper, be showing me where you are doing your additional spatial subtractions. So right now, this is 1 and this is 2, right? Or let's say that this is A and this is B. Correct? So what you guys are going to be doing is onto A, you are going to add between 3 and 5 additional spatial subtractions. Remember, like in the first one, we did the big corner, and then we did the little cutout, and then the other cutout? Remember that? So your task here is for each of these porches, you're going to add between 3 and 5 additional spatial subtractions, right? And you're going to think about it from what's happening on the inside as well as what it looks like on the outside. And you're going to draw all of that information onto the paper-covered cube. Okay? While you are doing that, you should also start to think about the surface subtractions. Now, one of the things that will help you with that is to know where your windows are going. So your program is asking you to locate 3 windows to illuminate the podium, the top of the podium, at solar noon on the equinoxes and the solstices. In addition to that, you're also being asked to create a window that'll be on the west face that will illuminate the artwork that's across to the other side at sunset on the equinoxes. So you need to start looking at where you want to do the surface subtractions. In regards to your floor plan, okay, on your floor plan, I want you to show me where you're going to put the wall art. Okay, I want you guys to understand that the wall art is probably going to be mounted about 5 feet above the floor, not way up, not way down. Okay, so it'll probably be centered so that the average person can look straight at it, which means that the window for the equinox illumination is going to be straight across from it. That's going to impact your design. Okay, because where you put this means that there's an opening straight across from it on the opposite side. It must be placed on the eastern wall. Okay, then you guys are to read the program document because there's some additional requirements for, cutting openings in the box. You guys can see that this one, I don't, do you guys think that this one's attractive or you guys don't like it?
It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's not bad at all, I think. I think it's actually pretty clean. But you can see that there's patterns that are being created on the outer surfaces of this with the surface subtractions. Okay? So you should take an attempt at locating your podium and then understanding how the windows are going to be created in relationship to the thing you're illuminating at the top of the podium. That'll be done in both plan and section. In plan, you're going to think about where the podium goes in the XY direction, right? In section, you'll be able to see the Z direction of where the artwork is, and you'll be able to locate the windows that will illuminate it at those times of the year. Okay? So what I'm asking for Monday is a cube that's covered in paper with all this stuff drawn all over it, as well as a floor plan and a section that are showing me where you're placing things inside. Okay? Any questions? Okay. There are, and it will be posted to Canvas, there are 6 readings. Okay? So, and you'll be able to go into Canvas and look at them if you want to make a note. They're all on Arc Daily.
No,
I believe, no, 5 of the 6 are on Arc Daily. So you've got, the first one is The Church of Light by Tadeo Ando. The next one is The Guathme Residence by Charles Guathme. It's actually his parents' house, not his. There is The Chapel at Ronchamp by Le Corbusier. The Kanchenjunga Apartments by Charles Correa. There is also The Tower 25 by Jean Nouvel. All these are listed in Canvas, all right? And so those 5 pertain specifically to the idea of subtraction in regards to a building. Then there's one more article that I need you guys to read. The building is not, the reason you're reading this last article, the Salk Institute by Louis Kahn, okay, is not that it pertains to subtraction as a design process, but it pertains to sunset and an axis that Louis Kahn created in that building. Okay? So you guys are to read that article, and then you are to do an image search. The image search will read something like this in Google. Salk Institute Sunset. Okay? Salk, S-A-L-K, Institute Sunset. Do a search and see what you find. Be prepared to talk on Monday about where does the sun set at the Salk Institute on the equinoxes. Okay?
Don't worry about not getting all the names because I actually put the links there for you. So if you go to our...
But you guys are going to get a quiz on this, so you've got to know the architect, the location, the name, and all that stuff for these buildings.
But it's all there for you.
It's all there. You guys just have to... Real light reading. There's no heavy reading here. This is all...